Well, looky here, this game was made by me. Okay, not really. Hey, this is Doc Sigma anyway. I'm coming at you with my new LP. I'm going to be playing Time Zone. Now, this probably is the case that you haven't heard of Time Zone. Oops, going to the demo. No, don't go to the demo. Don't want to spoil anything. Now, this probably is the case that you haven't heard of Time Zone. So I'll just let you watch the intro. This guy's going over to the girl. He's getting hit by balls and stuff. Whoop, he fell over. Oh my god, it's Dr. Wily! He just kidnapped that girl, and now he's going to step on the guy. Oh, that's great. It's wonderful. Uh-oh. Better go rescue the girl. It's telling us the year. That'll come in handy later. Well, no, actually it won't come in handy, but it'll be important. No! Hadaka was taken! Professor Time is causing an uproar. Punish him and save Hadaka. Yes, so basically what's going on in this game is this guy, Professor Time, who looks an awful lot like Dr. Wily, and as you'll see later also acts an awful lot like him, has kidnapped your girlfriend for no reason. I guess he must be a pedophile or something, because what would, you know, a mad scientist want with just some random little girl? So anyway, here we are on the map screen, which is actually completely pointless because you can't move around on it. All it really does is give you some sort of vague clue as to what the next stage is going to be like. I don't really like it when they do pointless map screens like that. So anyway, here we are in the game. It's your basic platformer. You run and jump. And the actual feel of the game is a lot like Hudson. I can't talk tonight. It's an awful lot like Hudson's Adventure Island, in my opinion. It's just the way it feels, the movement, the way he jumps and runs, and it's just really smooth. And you see, you throw your hat as a weapon. You have unlimited use of it. And his hat actually works a lot like the windmill shuriken in the Ninja Gaiden games, the original platformers, I mean. Because you throw it, it comes back, but if you throw it and jump in just the right way, then you can see you can make it just keep going around in loops. Now the graphics are really bright and colorful. I mean, it's not the best looking game on the NES, but it's certainly not the worst. Oh, and you got the skateboard. You see those bells that I was collecting? Once you get enough of them, you get a skateboard. Again, like Adventure Island, but unlike Adventure Island, the skateboard actually makes it totally easier to control your character, and it makes you invincible! And at the end of each stage, you grab a rope. And that's the end of the level. Alright, we're going to walk slowly over to the next stage. You still have to press A to go in, even though you cannot move around. You can't go back or anything. Now the difficulty level suddenly goes up quite a notch, because see, I'm on this roller coaster, and I'm not moving it. It's moving on its own. See, I died already. See, I'm not moving it. See, watch what happens if I move. See, I move, whoop, I walk into the B. But watch what happens if I move. See, you fall off it and die. So yeah, I mean, even though this game is cutesy, and the graphics are pretty, and it's easy to control, it actually is quite difficult, because it's rather unforgiving, in the sense that it's one hit and you die back to the beginning of the level. And this is also true in the boss stages. In the boss stage, the bosses kind of get their own stages, but if you die at a boss, you actually go back to the beginning of the stage before the boss. So you have to do the whole stage over again. So anyway, so this game has made up of 5 worlds, and each world consists of 4 stages plus a boss. If you, like I said, if you die at the boss, you have to redo stage 4. And in the middle of each world, between stages 2 and 3, is a question mark, where there'll be some sort of quiz. Now, they kind of imply that you can't go on unless you get the quiz correct, but that's not true. If you get the quiz wrong, nothing happens, and the game continues. But if you get the quiz correct, then you get 3 extra lives, so that's the same every time. So above me is a bee swarm. How many are red with rays? Let's count the red bees. Okay. Gonna press A to start this, and let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, looked like 10 to me. But just in case, I'm saving. That's correct! Oh boy, I am so awesome. I get 3 extra lives, which of course in my case mean nothing. And each of these quiz stages will always be run by one of the common enemies from the world. This world is 1991, it's the present. And I guess I'll spoil it by saying that the other worlds, for the most part, take place in different time periods. I mean, it's called Time Zone. And the bad guy's called Professor Time. So yeah, there's gonna be some time traveling going on here. And probably gonna regret saying this, but I'm gonna try not to use too many save states. I had originally planned on doing a no-death round of this, but then I realized that, you know, that may be fun to watch, but it wouldn't be fun to do, because it would basically just be me re-recording the video from the beginning over and over. So yeah, I've got the save state available to me. Oh, I might as well use it, like, for example, right now. Can I take out these flames with the hat? No. Well, maybe I could. No. The interesting thing is, some obstacles which you cannot take out with your hat, you can take out with the skateboard. You know, the temporary invincibility skateboard. Yeah, I love this weapon. It just has a really cool feel to it. Once you get the rhythm going, you can get the thing whirling around you pretty much infinitely many times. Yeah, when you grab the rope, the height that you grab it doesn't matter. But any enemies that are still alive on the screen will each net you 1,000 bonus points. And also, each stage seems to have something right here. No matter what world it is, there's always going to be something right there. Like in this world, it's a whale. In other worlds, it'll be other things. That doesn't seem to have anything to do with anything, though. But there's always something there. So here we are at the end of World 1, in the Smash Factory, as I like to call it. If anyone gets a reference to Smash Factory, by the way, that's awesome. At least, I mean, if you get the reference that I'm meaning. So let me tell you if you were right or not. You see, one time I went to this mall. Which mall was it? The Silver City Galleria, Taunton, Massachusetts. It must have been 15 years ago. Yeah, so my dad and I were camping, and we broke the regulator on our gas grill, so we needed to get a new one. So, these always fall in groups of 3, by the way, so you can know how many you're going to be coming. Those cars that will fall from the sky. So anyway, we didn't really know much about the area. We were camping in Taunton, Mass, and so I figured we would just drive around the town and see if we could find a store where we could buy a gas grill regulator. And we didn't find anything, but eventually, this was so weird. We were driving down the highway. It's like a wooded back roads highway, and all of a sudden it was like, I can't even think of an explanation. Oh, here's a boss. I'll have to pause my story for a minute. No, I guess I won't, because I'm way back here. Forgot to save. But yeah, continuing, it was like emerging from the darkness into the light. All of a sudden, the trees vanished, and we were in this. Oh, now I'm back at the boss. Come on, I want to finish my story. Now, the bosses in this game, some of them are pretty tough. This one's really not, once you realize his pattern. Basically, he goes from one side of the screen to the other, and he's either just going to go across the bottom, or he's going to jump first. And you can tell if he's going to jump first. You can safely wait far enough away from him so that you could react properly either way. And another important tip about bosses is, for the most part, you can bounce off of their heads. This does not damage them, but it'll save your butt. Like in my case, I had forgotten to time it properly, and I ended up jumping when I should have gone under him. So I was able to aim myself over at his head. Bosses also seem to take a lot of hits. And I've just proven myself wrong so many times tonight. The bosses seem to take a lot of... Okay, he's dead. Okay. So anyway, long story short, we went from the middle of nowhere to all of a sudden we were in a huge city, and we don't know how it happened. There was this huge mall called the Silver City Galleria. They had this thing that looked like the DeLorean from Back to the Future. It was actually one of those Motion Odyssey move rides with a couple of seats in it and a big screen inside, and it moved around so it felt like 3D. And then, okay, see? And again, he's acting like Dr. Wily. He's begging for forgiveness, and then whoop! He runs you over with a tire. Oh no, he's going to jump into that hole. We better go into that hole after him, because we need our tail back. I mean, who else would ever go out with us? You know, there's no chance we'd ever find anyone else. And we are now BC. You chased time to a prehistoric volcano, beat the dinosaurs, and captured the cookie? I don't know what that means. Oh well. And here we are in the prehistoric times. We're in Outworld 2. You can see there's a little dinosaur replacing the whale. So I'm going to wrap this up now. This has been Dark Sigma for Let's Play Time Zone. See you next time.